Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, as you saw by the thumbnail, saw by the title, today I've got something special I want to show you guys. Here I have the Forza Horizon 6 Special Edition controller from Xbox, and I'll show you guys what's on the inside, what you get with it, and kind of give it a comparison to the previous generation controller, the Forza Horizon 5 controller, which I have right here, which looks really nice. I'll give you a tour of that one, and then we'll cover my personal opinion on the controller. I kind of play with it a little bit, and then we'll see like how, if I think it's worth to purchase the controller for yourself. Though I kind of already have an idea what I think I'm going to say about this controller, but let's get to it. First things first, I'm going to show you guys what the Forza Horizon 5 controller looks like. I originally planned to make a video of this and show off the controller a long time ago when the controller first came out, but unfortunately I got cold feet and I didn't want to do the recording for it. But here we are. This is the Forza Horizon 5 controller. Let me bring the box. Actually, this right here, I'm gonna show you here. This right here is the box for the Forza Horizon 5 controller. As you can see, it is a tad bit taller, so it's gonna be a little bit harder for me to kind of display over here on the other camera. But yeah, this is what the Xbox Forza Horizon 5 Xbox controller looks like. Has information about the controller on the back, information about it, stuff and so forth, information about like this, that, so on and so forth, and yeah, that's kind of like all the surroundings of the box, including the top, which is pretty cool over here. And this right here is the controller itself. You can see it has that yellow translucent color. You can see through the shell of the Xbox controller, so you can see the machinations. You can see it right there. That is the rotation / that is the weight on the inside of the controller that vibrates. So this turns around, as you can see right there. So it like vibrates the controller for you. That's really nice. And they actually made it so that it's red on one side and then steel or that gray color on the other side. So when it turns, it looks like it's an engine valve and piston going up and down, which I thought was pretty cool. It has an iridescent D-pad, as you can see, has the light pink hue, which is cool. And of course, besides being this yellow transparent color, it has the party like cloud, or what did they say? They said it was what's it called? The baby pink and the light blue colors that's usually used in that kind of like powder color that they shoot off in festivals, and they kind of wanted to embody like what it felt like to be in a festival with these colors in particular. Of course, Joy-Con on the left is blue, Joy-Con on the right is that pink color, and you have that cotton candy blue and pink colors over here for the buttons, which is pretty cool. From there, of course, you have your other colored themes here in the center of the controller. Xbox button surrounded with that yellow in the center. And then when you look at the top, actually, I'll show it off like this. Right trigger is blue, left trigger is pink. Oh, I saw this earlier and I didn't get to kind of call it out, but there is a Forza logo right there, which I thought was pretty cool. But when we look to the back of the controller, now that I don't have the original back because I have something else for it. But when you look at the back of the controller, this normally has the Forza Horizon logo right here. But like I said, I have this because it's something special. But on the side, you do get Alcantara, or kind of like that similar feeling pleather type texture on the side, because that's meant to feel like a like an actual steering wheel that's used in a racing car. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that is the Forza Horizon 5 Xbox controller. It also comes, or well, you can technically also order the base stand with the rechargeable battery, which is why I don't have the original little cap. I have it downstairs, and it's too far. I need I get this video done and I gotta get it quick because I'm excited to play with this controller. But this is the Forza Horizon 5 display stand from Razer, I believe, and yeah, from Razer. They are USB-C chargeable batteries, which is nice. It allows you to charge the controller when it's plugged in to either the base stand or directly to your PC or to your Xbox. That way you don't have to worry about like having to buy multiple double or AAA batteries. I think it's AA. So you have to put 2 AA batteries usually on these controllers, and it can get a little annoying. But this base stand continues the colors of the controller, which make it look very nice. That's pretty cool. But as of right now, the Forza Horizon 6 controller does not have a base stand. I think, well, actually, technically, by the time this video comes out, they should already have it out, but 8BitDo was making the controller stand, and that should have come out like June 8th. As of right now, it's June 2nd, so I'm a little behind. I'm sorry, guys. But June 8th is technically the full launch of the accessory for the Forza Horizon 6 Xbox controller. But here we go. Now for the fun part, I'm going to open up the Forza Horizon 6 Special Edition Xbox controller. We can look around the box. The box is smaller, so it's easier for me to display. It gives you information about like what you need. The controller is right here. Right there. Now I'm going to flip it upside down. I'm going to open up this little tab. Oh, I broke it. Anyways, let me get through this. Oh, why is it not opening normally? There we go. Let me throw this away really quickly. There we go. There we are. So, when you open it up, you get... Oh my gosh! Look at that. Forza Horizon 6 Xbox controller. Oh my god, I love the shine on this. Holy. On the inside, actually, it's pretty cool because it tells you how to set up the controller. Right there, it gives you instructions. You can scan that QR code to set up the controller. On the inside, that piece actually comes off. But on the inside, you take out this cap right here. And it comes with 2 AA batteries, which is nice. And it gives you information about the limited warranty and product regulations, so on and so forth. I am a little sad that this controller didn't come with exclusive stuff, because originally with the Forza Horizon 5 controller, you got like a special skin or a special car, a special edition car, and then you also you got you know, a special emote and a shirt that, you know, came with the controller. But as of right now, unfortunately, the Forza Horizon 6 controller is just the controller, but I'm still excited. Ooh, first time in my hands, it actually feels really nice. Oh my god, I haven't held a new Xbox controller in a long time, and the decals on this make it feel so much nice, so much smoother. It still kind of carries some of that pink and blue hues from the previous generation controller, but as you can see, of course, it still has, I'm sorry about that, it still has that translucent color, but it's this translucent blue that goes all the way throughout the controller's main frame right here. It doesn't go to the corner, so you can't see the motor for the vibrations on there, but you do get this metallic D-pad, which is pretty cool. You get the pink Joy-Cons instead of pink and blue. It's both pink. Some of the buttons are blue, pink, yellow, yellow, and they have, of course, alternating colors from there. I like that the button is actually pink and there's a yellow highlight in the center, and that's really nice. But as you can see right here, it does have Mount Akina, or I think it's Mount Haruma in real life, going straight through the controller. And this is, of course, a road in Forza Horizon 6 that you can drive. I believe it's in the top right corner, kind of like on the right side of the map. And it's a very technical course. It's really cool. But yeah, that is the front of the controller. When we tilt it up, you can see it continues the what's it called, translucent color all throughout onto the triggers and into the bumpers, which is really nice. You still have that Forza Horizon logo right there, but when we turn it around, look at that. It says Horizon Festival. It's really cool. You pop that off, of course. That's where you put the batteries in. Yeah, that's a Horizon Festival logo right there, which is pretty cool. But it comes with these kind of like textured rubber interior, pink and black. That is pretty cool. I kind of like that. That's really nice. I like the hand feel. This hand feels really nice. Now, the controller I have been using this whole time for Forza Horizon 6 is this controller right here. This is a GameStar Elite. I believe they don't make this controller anymore. But the reason I use this one is because of the Hall Effect Joy-Con, so it doesn't end up with drift. As you can see, these Joy-Cons, even though I've used them for so long, are very nice and responsive, versus my Forza Horizon 5 controller. It is a little bit more loose in comparison to the Joy-Cons on my Hall Effect GameStar. Anyways, on to the actual review of playing with it. It's probably going to feel the same as the Forza Horizon 5 controller. Maybe just some slight tweaks to the controller overall. Actually, I don't quite remember if it's connected to my... You know what, don't worry about it. Let me get it set up. Oh, that's so cool. On the inside, to get a little tank. That's so cool. I like that little detail. I like this little cover a lot more. The other one's just a small little translucent Forza Horizon logo. But yeah, you can technically fit the same accessories you've used for your previous Xbox controllers, Xbox Series X controller specifically, and they will just snap right on because they have the same little pieces on the back here. But first time turning it on, I'm gonna pair it up to my Xbox. Ooh, that button glows that light pink color. That's really cool. Let me pair it up to my PC. Always to pair a controller, you hold down here, click this button right here until you see this fast flashing, and then on any device that you have, you just click on the connect option, or if you're doing the same thing on your Xbox, you click that button and click a similar button, usually like near the bottom of the Xbox, to pair it with your console. But time to play Forza Horizon 6 with it. Alrighty, here we are. I'm going to get into my... You're actually gonna scoot you guys over because I'm gonna get into my I'm gonna go into just a standard car first, something that you guys should all have, and just have it stock. I'm going to get into the Acura NSX Type S. This is the one from the Rush event with the mech. Of course, like any Xbox controller, feels well built. Very responsive, but I will say the dead zones are different in comparison to the what's it called? GameSir controller. Oh, because with Forza Horizon, or sorry, with the GameSir controller, the actuation points are all the way down to the bottom. So as you can see, when I hold down this trigger, it only goes to about there. So there's still like some space left on the controller, as you can see, or there's space left on the trigger for it to go down. But if we, and because of that, I have actuation set for the controller all the way to 0. Because as you can see right here, the trigger doesn't go all the way down, but on here, it goes a lot further. Yeah, it goes further down. As you can see, it's a little bit, but it does go essentially completely flat against the body, so it gives you more range of motion. So if you are used to controllers with a lot more range of motion for the triggers, this might not be something you would be looking for. But if you are a Forza or an Xbox fan and you already have Xbox controllers that you're used to, this is essentially just a standard Xbox Series controller, just with a really cool paint livery on it. I mean, of course, this controller is new, so it does feel nice and fresh. It's just, these buttons are just super clicky still. And then the what's it called? The Joy-Cons are pretty responsive. They act as it should be working. Okay, never mind. But they do feel nice. People, oh, driving around making a mess over here. The controller so far feels like an Xbox controller. It feels really nice. I like it. I like the texture. I like the feel. I do really like the texture here in the back. The back texture feels really nice. Though I do know that if you do have sweaty hands, that is gonna become a mess really easy. Just so you know. But I like it. I like this controller. It's really nice. Now, the easiest way to test this is for me to go over to a track. I am going to go, or to a time attack circuit, I guess would be the correct thing to say. I'm going to go to the time attack. Let's see, I forget where my time attack zones are. I know there's one over here, which is really nice. Time attack right there. Here, let me turn off everything on the map. I'm going to set up only time attacks. I can see where the main one. So there's a dirt one there. There is the one from Legend Island over there, which is a little bit more complex. It's just kind of like a standard one. There's this one here with a lot more turns. I think I'm going to do this one right over here, because it's kind of like the standard one that everyone uses. So I'm going to do a couple laps here, and I'm going to see what speed I can get with this car. I'm going to do like a total of 5 laps, and we'll see what times it's going to clock. And then I'm going to go with my GameSir controller that I'm already used to, of course. But I'm going to see like how much better I am at driving with that controller than I am with this one. Right off the bat. Already getting a little slippery. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, that actuation point. Just to let you know, if you guys do have a preset, or what's it called, a custom actuation point for your triggers, these triggers are a lot more sensitive. Or I guess they don't have the full range of motion that you might be expecting. You might have to brake a little earlier. Or not necessarily earlier, but you have to brake a lot less with the controller. Alright, let me concentrate real quick and I'll, you know, kind of pile up the lap times here. And that right there is my fastest lap time, 58.516. I'll have the average time that I have for my lap times on the screen. Now it's time for me to swap over to my other controller, my Khalid, and see how fast I am with that controller in particular. So let's take a quick gander over. I'm gonna plug in that controller, and now I have my Gamester Khalid. See, there we go. I'm gonna go back over. I'm gonna start it up, and I'm gonna give it another like 5 laps, 6 laps, and see what I can do. Yeah, right off the bat, you can see I have a lot better control over the brakes than I was having earlier with the Forza Horizon 6 controller. Alright, this is my last lap. And just like that, as you can see right there, 57. Oh, okay. Never mind. Swapped over to the other one. 57.788 was my fastest lap time, and I did that with the Gamester Khalid controller. Now I want to put a pause in the game so I don't hear extra stuff in the background, and I'm going to swap over to my main perspective so you guys can see me directly. I have a little editing magic here in the background where I can do that mid-recording, but here is my personal opinion about the controller itself. The controller is really nice looking. It feels amazing for an Xbox controller. I love everything about the way it feels, the style, the design, the grippiness of the rubber at the bottom, the small little details around the controller. Like having a tank in the background or on the back of the little shell is really cool. But if I'm going to be honest, I still prefer my Gamester controller. I know. But don't let that, stop you from getting one of the controllers that you want to get. If you really love Forza and you really like the controller, I would say it's one of the coolest controllers Xbox has come out with. Amazing colors. It feels great. It's very light. It just feels like an Xbox controller, but like the feel of the controller is really cool. The textures are nice. Now, it is not a controller for everybody due to the fact that it is also $100 basically. So you do have to keep that in account. It's an expensive controller. It's not a controller for everybody. I still will say I recommend whatever controller it makes you feel like you're having the best time. Because at the end of the day, whichever controller you like is the one that you're going to drive with the most. I like the GameSurge Khalid because it feels really nice. It's lightweight. I don't have to worry about, you know, charging the batteries on the controller. Now, something I didn't like show off while I was doing it, I'm sure you guys noticed, but there are little paddles here at the back, so that's what I was using. I was tapping with them right there. But yeah, I think it's a great controller. It's really cool. It's not a controller I'm going to be using, but if you do like Xbox controllers, it's a great option. Of course, keep in mind the price. It's a little up there. But other than that, hey, enjoy the controller. If you like it, you like it. I'll have it on my desk. I'll have it, you know, displayed on there. Because I like the colors of the controller. I might use it every now and then for other games because it's still a brand new controller. I'm still planning to use it. It's just I might not use it for competitive Forza. I might just use it for the videos and stuff. But other than that, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe, hit that little bell to be notified when the next video comes out. For the next couple months, unfortunately, the room's going to be a little darker. The lighting's going to be like this because we had to put up air conditioning unit in my room because it's getting hot. It's summertime. It's warm up here. I live Pacific Northwest. Is getting up. We're going to have the hottest part of the heat wave coming up for June. So it's going to get really warm up here. But from there, make sure to check out the links in the description, especially the playlist down there for all Forza content, especially my playthrough of me getting, you know, the golden wristband. As you can see, I'm level 177. There's a reason I got there. Go check out that video. Go from there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I wanna wake up where you are every day. Never miss you. Every day. I wanna wake up where you.